Love the fact that my Face ID doesn't recognize my face when I've got makeup on. So jumping straight on in to today's video, I thought that I would share with you guys what is on my iPhone Minimalism edition. Because if you take a look at my channel and all of my videos this year, you will see that minimalism and eco living is something that I am really trying my hardest to do and become more aware of in 2020. So yeah, I thought that I would share with you guys what's on my iPhone, how I've culled things down, and how I only really have what is most important to me on my phone. So jumping straight on in, this is what my iPhone looks like. It's not anything fancy, it's not the newest model, but it works perfectly fine for me and I really like it. I'm the type of person who will have my iPhone for years and years if it's still working. I don't go out and buy the newest one just because it's the new in thing. I'm just not really that type of person. To me, if something's working and it's going good, it's going great, then I don't really see any reason to go out and buy a new one. So for my case, this is actually YouTuber merch. It's by my favorite YouTuber ever. Her name's Tara Michelle. I love the way that it looks. I think that's cute. I also really like that it's see-through and you can see the color of your phone as well. So my lock screen is actually a picture of me at a sunflower field. I think it's so cute. The main reason I have this as my lock screen is because of all the sunflowers. Sunflowers are literally my favorite things ever. If you know me in person, you more than likely know that I am freaking obsessed with sunflowers. So yeah, that's my lock screen. So unlocking my phone and looking at the very first page. This page is standard and what comes on every single iPhone. Going across, I have all of your standards: messages, FaceTime, calendar, photos, camera, clock, maps, weather, notes, reminders, stocks, news, Apple TV, iTunes Store, App Store, books, health, home, wallet settings, Apple Store, and contacts. I feel like that in itself is minimalistic because even though there's a ton of apps, you know, it's exactly the same as when you got it and everything is super easy to find. So going down to the bottom, I don't typically change this bottom bar either. I just know where everything is on this homepage, so I just like to leave that bottom bar alone. So I've got my phone, I've got Safari, I've got emails, and I've got Apple Music, which I might swap out Apple Music, but I don't know, I literally never use Apple Music. I might even put my Spotify down there. But yeah, all of that stays exactly the same. So moving across to the second page, I recently just organized this and let me tell you, I'm obsessed. I love the way that it's set out. It's nice and simple, it's nice and easy, and it just has all of my extra apps on this page. So in this first little box, it just says utilities. That's just what it named itself. And in this folder, I have my voice memos, my compass, my measuring tool, and my calculator. So all of these things are kind of like your tools type of thing. You know what? Let's change the title of this to tools. And we need to put like a little spanner. Emojis are my favorite things, you guys. I use them for literally everything. Where's the spanner? Here. Cute. So like I said, that is all of my tools. So moving across to the folder that's next to it, I've called this Apple Extras. So in this folder, I have all of the random extras that don't come on the home screen and ones that I would very rarely ever use. So in this folder, I have iMovie, GarageBand, Keynote, Numbers, Pages, iTunes U, Clips, Files, Watch, Shortcuts, Find My iPhone, Podcasts, and Tips. So that's everything that's in that folder. Again, I very rarely use any of these. If I was to use any, I would probably use Clips, Files, Find My iPhone, or Podcasts. So moving across, I have the app Shazam, which I'm sure most of you would have heard about. It's pretty much an app where if you're out, you're driving along in a car full of people and the person who's on the aux puts on like a 10 out of 10 song and you're just a little bit too shy a little bit too nervous to ask what the song is. So this is an app where you literally open it, you press the middle button and it tells you what song is playing. So I really love that app, especially because I love music so much and I like all different types of music, and I have a pretty bad memory when it comes to remembering who sings certain songs and what songs are called and stuff like that. Next to that one, I just have my Service New South Wales app, which is where my license is kept and stuff like that. So I'm not going to open that one because obviously I don't want to share my ID with everyone on the internet. So after that, I have Uber and Uber Eats. Obviously, Uber is how I get around when I go out in town or clubbing or stuff like that. And then Uber Eats is obviously Uber Eats. You get yummy food from it. My Maccas, my hangover Maccas. And that's about it. Next to that one, I have an app called Coaster, which my girlfriend actually got me into, and I'm trying to love it, but I'm just not too sure. So Coaster is pretty much just like a horoscope app type of thing, and every single day around the same time, it will tell you kind of like a mini horoscope for your day. It'll pop up in your notifications. I think it's a really cool idea, really cool concept, but horoscopes aren't always what you want them to be, and they're not always very nice. So this app is treading very thin water for me. So moving across to the next page, this page is laid out so specifically, and this is where minimalism and my OCD and all of this type of stuff comes into play. So because social media is such a massive part of who I am and it's something that I enjoy doing every single day, I don't really like to put all of these apps into one folder that I have to go into and swipe across, like my tools or my Apple extras. And I actually have all of these color coordinated, which is a lot, I know. But at the top, as you can see, it starts at blue and then it fades to green and then it goes to yellow and like a pinky orange for Instagram and then red, and then it goes to like the blacks and the darker colors and stuff like that at the bottom. So starting up the top, I have my Facebook app. Moving across, I have my Afterpay app, which we won't get into Afterpay. Me and Afterpay have a love-hate relationship. I love it so much, but I also don't like the debt that it causes me. So next up, I have Deputy, which is the app that I use for my day job. It keeps all of my shifts and everything like that organized. Next to that, I have Twitter, which I barely ever use anymore. Let me know in a comment down below if you guys use Twitter and if it's something that I should get back into. I feel like it's more of like a news app, and I definitely need to use it more often than I do. I just kind of feel like it gets like left behind and lost. After that, I have my Optus app, which is my phone provider. I'm with Optus. Judge me all you want. But yeah, that's pretty much just where I keep track of all of my bills and everything like that, so nothing too exciting. Then next to that, I have my Greater Bank app, which is the bank that I'm with. Then next to that, I have Messenger, which is obviously the app that goes along with Facebook so that you can message people through Facebook. It's always super helpful. For some reason, I like mainly message people on Facebook Messenger. I never ever text people, which is weird. Let me know if any of you guys do that as well. Then next to that, I have Snapchat, which I went through a whole phase of where when it first came out, I was obsessed and I used it all the time. And then I went off it for so long. I think because Instagram stories came in, I just started to use that all the time. And now I very rarely use Snapchat, and I keep it mainly just for personal use. I think my profile is even on private at the moment, so I just use it to talk to my friends and my family and stuff like that. So yeah, if you guys want to see what I'm up to during the day and, you know, on a weekly basis and stuff like that when I'm not posting YouTube videos, head on over to my Instagram, which is actually the next app. I post so much on my story and, you know, on my feed, stuff like that. I love Instagram. I think it's definitely one of my favorite apps. All of my at names are just I'm Lacey Jane. So this is a little look at my profile. I'm obsessed. I feel like Instagram is such a creative outlet for me, and I get the shit taken out of me so often in my day-to-day life because I put so much effort into my Instagram feed. But for me, it's not about having the best Instagram feed ever. It's literally because I have OCD and everything has to look nice on the one page, if that makes sense. Like I can't handle things not looking nice and neat and tidy. I feel like, again, that's another major reason as to why I'm so into minimalism and trying to live a minimalistic lifestyle this year, just because I like things to be nice and neat and clean and look nice, and by incorporating minimalism into your life, it's easier to achieve that. So yeah, went off on a little tangent there, but yeah, this is my Instagram. I love it a lot, so it would mean a lot if you guys went and followed me on there as well. So next up is YouTube. As you guys know, YouTube has and always will be a massive part of my life. This is a little look at what my channel looks like on an iPhone. I'm just so happy with the way that all of my social media is at the moment, which is so refreshing, because for so long I went through a time where I hated everything and all of it. Like, creating makes me so happy and it makes me feel like I have a purpose, but at the same time, when everything isn't exactly the way that you want it, it's kind of, I don't know, like it sucks, it does. So it's just really, really nice to be able to look at everything and see that it looks nice and professional and clean and tidy, and I don't know, I'm really, really happy with the content that I'm putting out on not only YouTube, but Instagram and TikTok. And I feel like everything is just now exactly the way that I've always envisioned it. What a lot of people don't realize is that it takes time and it takes evolving to get to the person that you want to be, not only on social media, but in real life as well. You can't just wake up one day and just flick a switch and be like, this is the person that I want to be, and I want to be this type of person now. Every single thing in life is a journey, and you've got to grow and evolve. Like I said, you can't just wake up one day and be a whole new person. It takes time and it takes effort and it takes motivation and drive to be able to get you to where you want to be. So I don't know, another little tangent, but moral of the story is that I am so incredibly happy with where not only my channel, my Instagram feed, but everything. I'm just so happy with everything at the moment. And it's weird. It's good weird, but it's still freaking weird. So moving along, next to YouTube is my YouTube studio, which is where all of the analytics to my channel is kept. So how many views I get per day, per week, per month, when you get paid for YouTube, and when your channel is monetized. This app will tell you how much money each video makes, and it will also tell you your gross profit for the month that you're in now, as well as previous months as well. YouTube Studio is a really, really helpful app, especially for those of you who have channels where you are getting monetized and you are really, really interested in growing your channel and making sure that your channel is performing to the best of its ability. Next to that one, I have Pinterest, which Pinterest I don't really use too often, but the main reason I do use it is for fashion inspo, house decoration inspo, and also van life inspo, because I really, really want a van and I really, really want to live van life so freaking bad. So I have a ton of that, and then I also have like tattoo inspo, because your girl loves a tattoo and I definitely need to get another one on the ASAP. I feel like Pinterest is like such a creative place, and it's somewhere where no matter what you're into, if it's creative, you can find inspiration on this app, which I really, really love. So moving along, the next app that I have is TikTok. TikTok is an app that is close to my little heart. I love TikTok so much, and it's crazy how many people are so obsessed with it, and it's also crazy how many people absolutely fucking hate it. If you guys don't follow me on TikTok, I would totally recommend it. I'm obsessed. I feel like TikTok is just a place where everyone can just like be free to be who they are. Instagram is so filtered and it's so like picture perfect every single time. But I don't know, TikTok is just a place where I feel like I can literally post about anything and just be my stupid ass self. And it's totally okay. Like one day I can post a funny video, and then the next day I can post a get ready with me and show you guys my outfit and my makeup, which is what I do. So yeah, I'm TikTok obsessed. you know, drag me in the comments if you want to, but but I don't know, I love it a lot. So next to my TikTok app, I have my camera folder. In this folder, I have everything that I use to edit my Instagram photos. So if you guys would like a whole entire video dedicated to how I edit my Instagram photos, then definitely make sure to let me know in a comment down below. So in this folder, I have Facetune, which you guys all know what Facetune is. I very rarely use Facetune, but practically the only reason why I do use Facetune is when I have blotchy fake tan wrists in photos and I want to like smooth it out, or I want to smooth my skin out. That is literally the only thing that I do in Facetune. Then next to that, I have the app Unum, I don't know, however you want to say it. But pretty much this app allows you to set out your Instagram feed before you actually post it, which is perfect for me because, as we've already talked about, I have OCD with how my Instagram feed looks. And every single time I say that out loud, I'm like, wow, Lacey, you need to get a fucking grip. Having a non-perfect Instagram feed is not the end of the world. That's what this app is for. As you can see, it tells you what photos you have already posted on Instagram by putting the little Instagram logo down the bottom of the picture. And then after that, you can plan out and move around all of your photos, so you can move them and place them wherever you want. So going across next to that one, I have Lightroom, which is where I edit all of my photos. I put my presets on. You can adjust the brightness, the saturation, the exposure, the light, all of that type of stuff. After that, I have Unzipped and I also have Unfold. Both of these I think I needed to download to get presets when I've previously bought them before. Then next to that, I have Dropbox, which is what I use with all of my photographers whenever I do photo shoots and stuff like that. That's how they send me the final images for me to post on Instagram. Moving across, I have Tumblr, which is an app that I downloaded probably 6 to 8 months ago now, and I downloaded it just because someone told me to, and I got a profile and stuff like that, but I literally never ever go on it anymore. And then last but not least, I have my Spotify app, which I use every single day of my life because I am obsessed with music and I love it so much, and I love how easy Spotify is to use. Last year I made a playlist for almost every single month of the year. It was my thing last year, but for this year, I don't know, I'm a bit more chill about it. I've got a playlist for 2020 and I'm just adding songs as I go. At the moment, I think I've got 2, 4, 6, 7 songs in there. I don't feel like I need a whole new playlist for each month. If you guys are interested in maybe like a playlist video, I feel like that could be really cool. Maybe I could get back into doing drive with me's. They were so fun. Definitely make sure to let me know about those in the comment section below as well. So with all that being said, I think this is the end of my video. Thank you guys for sticking around. I know that this one was a bit of a longer one, but regardless, I really hope that you guys enjoyed seeing what is on my iPhone Minimalism edition. I know I didn't really talk too much about the minimalistic side, but I feel like you can just see and tell by looking at my iPhone how minimalistic it is and how everything is set out super easy to find and everything has its own spot and place. My phone is very simple, very easy. I'm obsessed with it. It's everything that I need. It's everything that I want. So with all that being said, I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and leave me a comment down below. They really help out the progress of my channel. Also, if you're not subscribed already, definitely make sure that you do that. The red subscribe button is right down below. Turn your post notifications on and you will be notified every single time I upload a new video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I will see you all in